The envelope had come from Reagan's safety deposit box, and I had a feeling that it was important somehow. The thing was, it seemed to be empty. When I opened Reagan's envelope, I don't know what I was expecting. What I wasn't expecting was to find that the envelope was empty. There wasn't even anything written on the inside. I don't know why Reagan kept a charm bracelet in his safety deposit box, but I guess he wanted to keep it safe. There was a strangely mystical feeling about the charm bracelet, and I wasn't sure I liked it. The envelope had come. The thing was...
Alright, well, I guess we'll talk to, the Count again about these new revelations.
Sir, who... Is the Count receiving guests?
No.
I've got a few more questions. Go. This empty envelope belonged to Reagan. Does it mean anything to you?
An empty envelope? I don't understand.
Neither do I. Recognize this?
Yes, yes, I do. It is Reagan's charm bracelet. I gave it to him.
Is there something special about it?
It's been in the family for years. I'm not sure where it came from, but I believe that the charms were carved from the wood of the serendipitous redwood.
What?
They were very, very old trees, and they grew very tall. Up to a mile, if the texts can be believed. The trouble was they were very top-heavy, and the slightest wind would knock them over.
How did they grow so tall?
That was the thing, you see. They'd fall over, but they were unbelievably lucky. They'd prop themselves up against each other like a house of cards.
Lucky trees?
Oh, believe me, as a student of flora, I have seen many such strange things evolve. Strangeness is indigenous to the Discworld.
What happened to the redwoods?
Someone cut one down, and the rest came down like dominoes. They crushed the fellow with the axe, I believe.
I guess they weren't so lucky for him.
Okay. So lucky charms. Lucky charms. We got a hold of the lucky charms. We win. Game over. We just won. Okay.
Can we talk, or do I... Business is waking.
Oh, I didn't want to talk. I want to play your stupid game with my lucky charm.
Do you know what this is? He looks like a pet. I think I have something of yours in it. Really? Oh, yes, so you do. And what do you know? My memory is suddenly much improved. I thought it might be. I found war, maybe. Can we talk, or business is waking?
I didn't know I had money.
A dwarf got killed. You wouldn't happen to know? No, sorry. Have you heard of the counter? Sure. Any reason?
Wait, what did he say?
Have you heard of... Sure, and I only have one thing to say about them. I'll place good money that the patrician's next. Any reason? Just a hunch.
Alright, what do we do with this envelope? And the charm. I don't know. Ugh.
I've got some more questions.
Sleep.
No deal.
I had a feeling that the envelope wasn't something I should discuss with... Does this charm bracelet mean anything to you?
You ask too many questions.
The envelope isn't to discuss with everybody? Okay. Who would know something about it?
Come to persecute me? The man's got... I had a feeling that the Does this charm... No.
You know something, but he went to bed. I know somebody who knows almost everything. Maybe I'm just not a very good detective in this game. Maybe I'm not good at deducing things. I didn't realize he was going to the casino. I don't know if we knew anything about that. Like that he was going to the casino. I don't know if we could have inferred that from anything that was told to us, but...
Any reason you can think of why a person would keep an empty envelope safe?
Just because it looks empty doesn't mean it is. There could be a hyperspatial vortex in there, a link to some trans-dimensional cache.
Nope. I'm pretty sure it's just an empty envelope. Malaclips drew attention to himself by even the... It looked as if he had a... Does this charm bracelet mean anything to you?
Well, it's a glucting carved out of serendipitous redwood from Uberwald, I'd guess.
What does it do?
It brings luck.
Good luck or bad luck?
Both. First, it brings good luck. Little stacks of felicitous circumstances. But sooner or later, the wielder pays for any good luck with a massive dose of bad luck. A giant omelette of doom delivered by a mad god.
Great. A mad god's omelet. Do you want it?
Are you insane? Give it to someone who's desperate.
Okay. Does he want it? He seems kind of desperate.
Behind Mooncalf. This mean anything to you?
Puh, a child's charm bracelet, nothing compared to the power of Anu Anu.
Anu.
Useful though they are, an exit. Useful.
Okay, can I go out the exit? Thank you.
Mr. It is
I haven't.
I mean, we'll try.
I had a feeling that
I like how it does that every time I'm here.
I had a feeling.
I see.
Sir,
Who?
is Carlotta?
Alas, no. What a shame that Sir's trip has been perhaps.
Tell her.
Why, my.
I had a feeling. The envelope, the thing was.
So here's my question. Are we supposed to use the envelope on somebody, or are we supposed to use something on envelope? That's the question.
There was no obvious examining the that seemed an unfortunately there was no
Apparently the game picks up in Act 3. Just to let you know. That's what we were told. By somebody who has played this game before. I feel like we've spent about 6.5 hours spinning our wheels. Like,
Why would anyone keep an empty
Hey.
envelope safe? I have no idea. Sorry, Mr. Lewton. That's okay, Samael. I don't
oh my
really
god,
understand
we can
it
discuss
myself.
it with you, but that's not what we need to do. Every time we make a little bit of progress, it's just, what's next? Every single time. I'm gonna ask the troll, I guess. I guess I can ask the police dude too, or the watch guy. But he's never helpful. Why would he be suddenly helpful this one time? You know?
I had a feeling.
Oh my god. Well, I need to get it. I can't just be talking to everybody every single time for every single clue. I can't do it. This game has pushed my limits. I've talked to, I guess I'll talk to him now. I just can't do this. If the game loaded faster, it would be a little bit easier. I will say. Part of it is the game loads time is crappy.
I need your help. Hello, I suppose. I found this envelope, and I think it might be important. Only it's empty. It's empty? Why would anyone put an empty envelope in a safe place? Maybe they were bluffing. What do you mean? Could have been a blackmailer's envelope. An empty blackmail envelope? Well, this is just an idea. But if someone thought you knew something and you convinced them it was in the envelope, you could use it to bluff. Nobby. It's a stupid idea, isn't it? Forget I mentioned it. No, it's a good idea. I just can't believe you thought of it. Hey, I'm not as dumb as I look. You could only be as dumb as you look, Nobby, if you were a very good actor.
I mean, is that a good idea?
Does this charm bracelet mean anything to you? No.
Alright. I like this game. I don't know what they were going for, but I don't know. Maybe it'll pick up. But at the moment, it seems to be total freaking nonsense. Go this way, you idiot!
Can we talk, or do I have to play that stupid game again?
I don't want to talk to this guy. I want to talk to this guy.
Hello again.
Lewton.
Alright. So, my understanding... Click this.
Do you know a troll?
I've seen her around, but I don't...
Seen her here?
Oh, yeah. She never looks very happy, though.
Do you know a troll?
I've
Seen...
Oh, she never...
Wait, who am I supposed to ask about this? What just happened? Oh. Oh, I see. Alright. The bribing him is the thing that apparently I didn't do before. Apparently the bribing thing is the thing I missed here.
Can we talk, or... Business is slow. Waking.
I see. It's because I'm now bribing. I gave him money.
You know a troll named Sapphire, don't you? Yeah, I know Sapphire. She's a good customer. Always plays with cash. Never wins anything. Some trolls aren't born lucky, I guess. She never wins. She wins a little, but she always loses it again. She can't hold on to money. Few people can in this place. By the time she walks out the door, she's always a loser. Is there any chance she could have won big and you wouldn't know about it? If she won it here, I'd know about it.
That's what we didn't do.
Anything more you can tell me about Sapphire's losing streak? What's to tell? That troll holds on to money like a drunken dwarf holds on to his temper. Hello again, War.
Lewton.
Is your bad luck common knowledge?
Well, pretty much everyone knows I've got a losing streak.
Anyone else famous for their losing streak?
Well, the Sapphire. She's not very lucky. Other than that, no one springs to mind.
That's my thought right now, Gregory. Now what? No, I don't want to go there. Okay, now let's talk to Sapphire about this losing streak. Maybe she'll tell us where she really got the money. Alright, we might actually be a little more in the clear here. You managed to get through the dark side detective only getting one hint. Good job. What did you think of this game, Gregory? Did you like this game?
I've got some more questions.
Leave her.
I know about your problems.
Problems?
The debts. The huge losses. You're struggling just to keep your head above water. I bet you've had to make all kinds of nasty compromises just to keep yourself going.
What you talking about? Who been saying such things about me?
Does it matter?
It mattered to Sapphire.
All right. I heard it from Whirl, and he should know.
Huh. World. He don't know everything goes on at Saturnalia.
Okay.
So,
No, not a heck.
oh, at the...
I think I like the Blade Runner game. I think that one was pretty good, and it had kind of this investigative component to it. Didn't it? Damn it! I feel like
Come to persecute me. The man's gotta have a... Where did Sapphire get all that money from? Ha, ha, ha. You never give up, do you? That's considered an asset in my line of work. Just leave me alone, Lewton. I'm sick of the sight of you. I'm sick of talking to you, and I am sick of all your damn questions. Look, you know I'm not gonna give up. Why not just pretend you've held out for a commendable length of time and finally cracked? It could be our little secret. Lewton, if anyone starts saving up to get an assassin for you, let me know, will you? That's one cause I'd gladly give generously to. In the meantime, what about Sapphire's money? I didn't even know she had any money. She claims to have won it over at the casino. At Saturnalia? You've got to be kidding. If Sapphire had a big win, the whole town would know about it by now. No, I'd be prepared to bet it has something to do with whoever she met when she missed her shift. Who did she meet? I've no idea. All I know is she missed her shift because she had to meet someone. Thanks for your help. Oh, it's always a pleasure, Lewton.
Alright. We got something else to ask her about. Let's ask her about that.
I've got some more questions for you, Sapphire.
Sapphire busy. Leave.
No.
I hear you had a mysterious meeting not too long ago. Not long after, you turn up with a lot of money. Sounds like an awfully big coincidence to me.
Stop harassing Sapphire. Already told Lewton. Won the money at Saturnalia.
Right.
Confront Sapphire.
So, you won a lot of money at the casino.
Yes, already told ya. Big win.
You won big at the casino, but no one at the casino seems to remember you winning.
They lie. Sapphire won big.
And this mysterious meeting as well. You say that had nothing to do with the money.
Forget about meeting. Meeting not important.
Not important, eh? I think it is. I say you met with someone and they gave you the money. Someone who had something to hide. Someone who'd pay good money to keep it quiet. Who was it, Sapphire?
No one.
It wasn't no one who paid you, Sapphire. It was someone who was interested in me, wasn't it? Someone who didn't want me digging around after Therma. Why? What's so important that someone would pay you to cover up for them? Who is it?
No one.
You'd better tell me, because I'm going to find out one way or another. And if you don't tell me, when I find out who it is, I'll tell them you told me where to find them.
No, she'll kill me.
Who? Who'd kill you?
Therma. It was Therma. I've been blackmailing Therma. She not want to be found.
Therma is still alive?
Yeah?
Good. Arrange a meeting with her for me.
What?
You heard me. Face it, Sapphire, your little scam is broken. If you want me to keep quiet about your little windfall, you're going to have to fix a meeting with Therma for me.
Therma won't do it.
Well, you'd better make her do it, because otherwise I'm going to go straight to the Guild of Thieves, Burglars, and Allied Trades to tell them about you. They don't take kindly to unlicensed blackmail.
You do that to me?
Look into my eyes and tell me if I'm bluffing.
All right. Give me some time. I'll leave message at your office when it arranged.
I look forward to it. It's a pleasure doing business with you, Sapphire.
You're a cold one, Lewton.
Not as cold as you, I reckon. I decided to leave Sapphire alone after that. I got what I wanted.
I meant to mute my microphone, but it didn't. My button just didn't work because it's a stupid button that doesn't work because it's stupid. All right, now what? So we did that. Good for us. Now what? Now what do we do? There's no note in her office yet. That's the thing about this game. Now what? Now what do we do? We got an envelope and we don't know what it does. And we got a charm. We got some lucky charm. We don't know what it does, what it's for. Now what? Back on the case. That's good. I kind of am also on the case. You know, I noticed this looks like an E, which I think is interesting, but I don't think it's relevant at all. More than one path I can take? Interesting. Whoa. Whoops. Oh, man. I messed up. Yeah, there does seem to be a non-linear component to this game. But I mean, I think you have to do everything to exit the act, but you don't have to do it all in the same order. So it's linear. It's linear progression. It's micro, not linear, but macro linear.
Some ale.
All right, I'm going to talk to him about literally everything, because he's here for a reason, and I don't know why.
You hear a lot of talk around here, Samael. Have you heard anything about the counterweight killings?
Oh yeah, I've heard the talk. It's making the customers nervous.
What do they say?
Just rumors. You know how rumors spread.
Well, let me know if you hear anything that has the ring of truth to it. I didn't want to this was clearly... Apparently, some of the cargo on the Milka was delivered here.
That's right. The Milka always brings us a supply of amphibian wine.
Where is it now?
Most of it is still in the wine cellar. We sell some of it on.
Who to?
Lots of different people. I have a box of receipts in the cellar if you're interested.
Sure.
I'll give you the key.
No, hey! Well, there we go. We got a key.
Samael.
I'm not done.
How's business?
I'm
It's
not
pretty
done,
hard
though.
Not think
You haven't...
not since the whole...
That was what... Oh, I see.
That's so... I don't mind talking to you about it. You're like family. Do you know anything about the crate belonging to the von Uberwalds that was on the Milka?
Sorry, Mr. Lewton, I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about the Warburg crates that were on the Milka?
Sorry, Mr. Lewton, I don't know anything about that.
Well, we got a key. Oh, I guess that's it. I guess that's it. Oh no, we have this.
Do you know a troll by the name of Jasper Horst?
Sorry, Mr. Lewton, I don't know them.
Do you know anything about Reagan's murder?
Sorry, Mr. Lewton, I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Where's the cellar at? How do I get to the cellar? Oh, I know where the cellar is. The cellar is was where the golem was, like, loading wine barrels. It was over here. It was outside. I remember that. It was down this alley here. Yeah, I remember this. I was like, why does this exist? And now I know. Oh no, that's not the way we want to go. Trapdoor. Oh, we have 2 pages of inventory now. Nice. We're in. We're in.
Years ago, it would have been my dream to stand in the Café Ankh's wine cellar.
Who's that?
So many barrels of fine wine. Even Chateau Hector, Year of the Weevil. My favorite vintage. I used to dream of Ilsa, too, from time to time. So when I walked in to find Ilsa there, I had to check I wasn't wearing my pajamas.
Oh, it's Ilsa and two conkers.
Hello again, Ilsa. I can see I'm going to have to get used to finding you where I least expect. You didn't say goodbye at the casino. What happened to you?
We got away, thanks to you.
It was nothing.
It wasn't nothing. You saved our lives, Lewton.
Lulu, is that you?
What's up with him?
He's delirious. He's been injured.
Let me have a look at his wound.
He'll be fine. He needs a chance to rest, that's all. He fades in and out a little, but he'll be okay.
What happened?
It was Remora. He's been following us. He won't quit.
He's an assassin. It's his job. Once they've been paid, the target is as good as dead. They never renege on a contract. They throw great soirees as well. And if they invite you, they won't take no for an answer.
That's not much comfort.
Well, at least you know if an assassin kills you, you're not going to be killed by some thug. They're very efficient at it. Practice makes perfect, you might say. I was going to be an assassin once.
What happened?
The usual. Forces outside my control.
It is you, from Casino. You save our life. We to be in your debt.
I guess you to be just that.
We need your help, Lewton.
Haven't I done enough for you?
I know it's a lot to ask after what happened.
Women. It's never enough for you, is it?
Please, you have to find us somewhere safe to hide.
Why? Why should I do that for you? Why should I do anything for you?
Not for what happened, Lewton.
Why should
for
I
what we had
do
once.
anything?
We had a dream. Trouble is, I woke up and I could still remember it.
You like a good wine, Gregory? I don't know. I guess I've had a few good wines. Two Conquer says, "Ugh." Mostly what I like is sweet wines, but I don't really drink anymore, so, you know.
Do you know anything about Reagan's murder?
I don't think we can help you with that.
Can you think of any reason that Mundy might have been hung upside down before he was killed?
I don't think we can help you with that.
You're not being very helpful. I want you to be more helpful.
Do you know a troll named Jasper Horst?
Horst, I've heard of him. He's a treasure hunter, isn't he?
So it seems.
I heard that one of his employees was in Sota when we were. I don't know what they were doing, though.
You two must know about a lot of ancient artifacts.
Of course. Why do you ask?
Ever heard of a golden sword?
Golden sword. You have to be being more precise. Must be 50 golden sword artifacts in Agathian Empire alone.
But then they do have a lot of gold. That's why they call it the Orient.
Do you know anything about the wine barrels the Milka was carrying?
Sorry, Lewton. We don't know anything about
They're
that.
right here.
Do you know anything about the crate belonging to the von Uberwalds that was on the Milka?
I don't think we can help you with that.
I'm trying to track some of the cargo on the Milka. A set of crates that were supposed to belong to a Varberg.
That's me, Ilsa Varberg.
You never told me your name was Varberg.
Names weren't that important to us back then, if you remember.
I guess not. So the crates are yours?
Mine and two Conkers, yes. They should be at the Guild of Archaeologists by now.
What was in them?
Artifacts from the dig in Sota. Nothing valuable except in the historical sense.
I need to get to them.
I can get you into the guild if you want, but it'll cost you.
What do you want?
Find us somewhere safe to hide two Conkers. He's not safe while Remora is looking for him.
That's true. But nowhere in the city is going to be safe.
You have to find somewhere that no one would even think of looking for him.
It'd take a miracle to conceal two Conkers, and the patrician has outlawed miracles.
That's my price. If you hide two Conkers, I'll sign you into the guild. You'll never get in there without me.
I'll do what I can. That's all I can do.
That's all I ask.
If I find somewhere to hide him, you'll take me to the crates?
I'll get you into the guild, but you're on your own after that. That's my offer. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
Alright. I need a hiding place. I have an idea. For a hiding place. So this is where we need to be clever. And I'm not good at that.
I rooted carefully through the receipts, and the only recent purchaser was the patrician. It seems he'd bought a number of barrels of fine wine to take to the palace. I guess the golem I'd seen at the cafe was owned by Lord Veterinary.
I got a new location! I did not expect that. Hey, Claire.
I didn't really need a wine barrel.
Who doesn't need a wine barrel? Like, seriously. Did I actually get a new location? I did. I got this big, giant palace. Look at that. Okay, my idea is to have him become a follower of Ukabuka or something. Maybe he can wear a robe and be a follower of Ukabuka. Whatever his name is. I'll ask him first, though. He's surprisingly helpful.
I need your help. With the Assassin's Guild looking everywhere for two conkers, I couldn't trust anyone enough to tell them I was looking for somewhere safe to hide him.
Okay. That's not really what I was going for, but okay. Go this way! Jeez. I don't think this is correct, but, you know, it's worth a try.
I have some more questions. Ask them. Did your church buy that window?
We are not a church, we're a cult.
What's the difference?
Demographics. Churches appeal to the high society element. Good for funding, but bad for grassroots support. Now, your average cult has much more of a street-level membership. Not so much money, but easier to get things done.
Well, did your cult buy that window?
No. It was purchased by the Eternal Seers of Revelation Joe many years ago. It depicts the moment when the Divine Prophet was given the recipe for pizza by the Creator.
Oh yeah, we already
How come you're
about
working
that.
in front of it?
The Eternal Seers ran out of support decades ago.
It figures.
Pizza!
Now let me get this straight. The Eternal Seers of Revelation Joe worshipped pizza.
No, my child. The legends say that the first pizza was created by the Klatchian mystic Ronron Revelation Joe Sawadi, who claimed to have been given the recipe in a dream by the creator of the Discworld himself. Allegedly, the creator said that the pizza was what he had intended all along. Those who have seen the original say that what the creator had in mind was a small cheese and pepperoni affair, with a few black olives, and things like mountains and seas got added out of last-minute enthusiasm, as so often happens.
So who were the Eternal Seers?
The survivors of the schism of the Turnwise Ones and the resulting Grand Jihad.
Grand Jihad?
Yes. After the deaths of some 25,000 people, the faithful were allowed to add one small bay leaf to the recipe.
So is this divine figure in the window the creator?
Oh no. It is blasphemy for any to depict the rat face of the creator.
Because of his divine stature?
No. Because it is clear that world creation is not a divine act, but a rather straightforward mechanical function. Hence, to praise the creator would be blasphemy.
How does the creator feel about that?
He seems content. He's had some success with his design, apparently. The details are sketchy.
Yeah, nice. They told him to speak twice as fast. That's good. That's good. All right. No, that's not what I want. I want to ask her about the hiding place. But I don't think I can. I think I need to find the hiding place and click on it. So where would be a good hiding place? I think we need to do this and pick it as an item and then find it like this. Hey TARDIS mechanic, how's it going? That must be an interesting job. Fixing TARDISes. Is that the plural of TARDIS?
I didn't think that had anything to do with the totems.
It's a job for life. I actually have a disassembled TARDIS in my garage. It doesn't work though. It could use a mechanic. Let's go here, just for funsies. I feel like I have something stuck in my
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
For the follow. Wonder who voiced these people.
Shouldn't you have stopped me by now?
What? What do you mean?
Well, I'm practically into the palace itself, and you haven't even asked who I am.
We can already tell you aren't important.
Not important? I might be a foreign spy.
Accent's too clean for that. I'd say you were born here in Ankh-Morpork.
How can you tell?
Accents. He knows them all.
Ah, hidden talents, eh?
We're guards. All our talents are hidden.
Well, I can't go in. I'm leaving. Lewton's office. No. Actually, let's go back to my office. Maybe there's a note. Gotta hope for a note. Note, note, note! She said she was gonna leave a note. There's a note. There's a card.
I knew that someone had pushed the card under the door, and I knew what it meant. It meant that I should have fitted a letterbox.
Have arranged meeting with Therma on the rooftops at the junction of Sally Street and Phaedra Road. Come immediately.
Salis and Phaedra. There wasn't much around there. Nice and quiet.
Just making some progress on our own. Where's that at?
I decided to go on alone to meet with Therma, but when I reached the rooftop, she wasn't there. As I waited, I started to think about the situation, and the more I did, the more I decided that I ought to go and get Malachite. Frankly, hooking him up with Therma was probably the only way to get him off my back. Maybe it'd help me get some answers out of Therma, too.
That's valid. Thanks, game. Thanks, game, for giving me a very direct and explicit hint.
Well, I'm back.
I probably need to show him. Oh, meeting with Therma.
It's not been easy, but I've arranged a meeting with Therma.
Take me there. Take me to Therma.
In a moment. First, there's a couple of things we need to discuss.
Take me to Therma. Take me now.
Okay. Let's go. The rooftops above Salis and Fedra were quiet. No one had a reason to be up here. I was looking forward to meeting the mysterious Therma, and I was hoping I might get some answers out of her. Unfortunately, the last thing I remembered was looking up at the moon.
God damn it! Why does this keep happening?
The next thing I knew, I was being arrested by the Watch. They told me Malachite was as dead as two sides of bacon, and I was the prime suspect. His back had been chipped away like he'd said something particularly insulting to a disgruntled quarry workman, and they seemed to think my crowbar was the murder weapon. I had the opportunity and a possible murder weapon. All they were missing was motive. And anyone who had ever tried to get an intelligent comment out of the troll had a motive to kill him. It looked like I'd been stitched up as nicely as a fine genuine tapestry. They took me to Pseudopolis Yard to be interrogated. They had a salamander lamp shining in my eyes, so I couldn't see what was going on, but I could hear Nobby and a troll talking in the darkness. It was probably Detritus, the first troll to join the Watch. Detritus was the troll many people in Ankh-Morpork thought of when they heard the word troll, bringing back as it does vague memories of sudden concussion and extreme pain. Sometimes you'd hear two short planks being described as thick as detritus. Your ideal street cop, in fact.
So I'm a good cop?
No, I'm the good cop. You're the bad cop.
Dad, why don't I get to prod him a bit with my fists?
Because we're supposed to get information out of him, and it's hard to understand people talking through a mouthful of loose teeth.
I can smash lightly, more like a gentle caress, right?
No punching.
I can kick using minimal acceptable force. Like Mr. Vimes says, lots of it.
No punching, no kicking. We just talk to him.
No punching, no kicking.
Well, I'll talk. You shout.
All right, you done it. Own up now, we know it was you.
No, not yet.
Oh, all right.
I've just got to start the audiograph.
Right. All right, you done it now. You've got to sing like one of them flappy twittery things.
Wait!
I've got to start the recording properly, otherwise it doesn't count. Right. Interviewing suspect Lewton. Present,
Me
Corporal
doing
Nobbs
this.
and Sergeant Detritus.
Now?
Now.
All right, you done it. You might as well make it easy on yourself. Everyone know it was you.
This is my interrogation, is it?
Don't you change the subject, you miserable excuse for our horse's donkey.
Just tell us what happened, Lewton.
Here are the facts. Fact. Mundy was killed. You found her at the murder scene.
I was unconscious.
How you knowing you was unconscious if you was unconscious, eh? Foiled you with logic. Now you listen to me good, and then we see who wears the long two-legged garments. Fact. Escaped thingy, Mount Malachite.
Thingy? You mean troll?
Nah, not escaped troll. Escaped,
Feline.
Escaped feline?
Yeah, he escaped from a holding cell.
Is it possible the word we're looking for here is felon?
That's the one.
What did he do?
Hey, we asked the questions, you miserable arugaraha. You know what arugaraha mean?
He knocked over the Van Uberwald mansion.
I never knocked over the von Uberwald mansion.
Now, that's what Malachite did.
So what does arugraha mean?
In the precise moment that dog droppings turn white.
I think you'd better get back to being the bad cop.
I am the good cop.
Now I'm the good cop.
So that make me...
The bad cop.
So how come I not get to hit you then?
We can't beat him up, Detritus. That'd be police brutality.
It only brutality if you leave marks. What show? Escape thingy, Mount Malachite, was killed. And you was found at the murder scene there too.
Once again, I was unconscious.
Oh, how convenient for you. 2 murders and 2 unconsciousnesses. What about the murder weapon, eh? What about the crowbar?
Tell us where you got the crowbar, and I'll give you a smoke.
One of your dog ends? No, thanks.
I'll get you coffee. Maybe some cherry cake. New suit. You get to choose the colour.
I think you're taking this good cop role too seriously.
Thank you. Now my turn. You want to fall down the steps to the cell without leaving your chair? It's fine by me.
Alright, I can say what happened, or I can protest my innocence. I have an option. I'll say what happened.
Look, I had a meeting with a troll named Therma on the rooftops of Salis and Phaedra. I'd arranged it on Malachite's behalf, and when we got there, I must have been knocked unconscious by the killer. I know it sounds improbable, but that's how it happened.
2 murders, and you happen to be unconscious at the scene of both.
You got to admit, Lewton, it's a little far-fetched.
You want I should make up a defense? You want I should lie? This is the Lawyers' Guild all of a sudden?
Just tell us what you know.
I've told you all I know.
How come you know Malachite?
I met him in the streets. He wanted me to find someone called Therma.
When you find out he was a felony?
A felon. And I didn't find out until just now.
Lewton, you're going down for murder. I don't think it's worth pretending you don't know who Malachite was.
I didn't know who he was. Do I need to draw you a map?
To what?
It just doesn't seem right, Lewton. You being a detective and all, and not knowing one of your clients was an escaped felon.
What can I say? I guess I'm not as good a detective as you are. You want to know what else?
I wouldn't mind that map you mentioned. Might make things a little clearer.
Shut up, Detritus. There isn't a map.
He said there was.
I kept following Malachite's case because it intrigued me. And the more I dug, the more interesting it became.
What did you find out?
I don't know. I guess I learned that I shouldn't have tracked down Therma. It seems likely to me that she's Malachite's murderer. Why don't you interrogate her?
There's no troll named Therma in Ankh-Morpork. You expect us to believe that this Therma killed Malachite and Monday and framed you for both? Come on, sing like a pigeon on a stool. You done it, didn't you?
There's no reasoning with you, is there?
Not often.
Come on, you ugly sewer scraping. We want something we can believe.
That's enough, Detritus.
Sir?
You can go.
I did it right?
Let's say you were everything I expected. Now go and write up the report. Not in crayon this time, please.
That should keep him busy for a few days.
He may be slow, but he's not an untrustworthy killer like you.
Why the personal interest in this case, Vimes? I'm sure you've got more important things to do now you're commander of the watch.
My reasons are my own.
You're not interested in my guilt or innocence. You're just out to nail me.
Frankly, Lewton, I've got all the evidence of your guilt I need, and if I get my way, they'll lock you up and melt down the key for scrap iron. You're a bad cop, and I don't have any time for you.
If you're so convinced of my guilt, why the interrogation?
Nobby has this deranged idea that there might be some extenuating circumstances that we ought to find out about.
It'd make everything a lot easier if you'd confess, Lewton. I'm sure you had a good reason to do what you did. Let us help you. Cigarette? Holiday for 2 in Quirm, sea-facing room, we pay the minibar bill.
I'm not guilty and I'm not confessing to a crime I didn't commit.
Listen to me, Lewton. We're conducting this interrogation because I believe in upholding the law.
There is no law in Ankh-Morpork.
True enough, but there's my law, and there's the patrician's law. Which would you rather face?
What's the difference?
The Lord Veterinary considers it a happy state of affairs if the punishment can involve the actual perpetrator, but sees it as by no means essential. I consider it to be absolutely essential.
But you've already decided that I'm guilty.
That doesn't mean I've proved it.
And if I prove my innocence?
That's not going to happen.
Then what's the point of this farce?
Smoke?
No.
The thing is, Lewton, we just want to find out what happened.
Do one decent thing in your life, Lewton. Help us close this case.
Why should I?
So we can close this sorry little act and concentrate on the threat to the city.
The threat?
The counterweight killings.
Surely you have other suspects for the murders I'm accused of, even if you don't think they're part of the counterweight killings.
Smoke? A set of the complete plays of Hwell the Dwarf bound in nearly real leather?
No, I don't want a smoke. I want to know who the other suspects are.
At the moment, you're top of our list.
Although you are the bottom of our list, too.
I am the list, aren't I?
Sorry.
Don't apologize, Nobby. Listen, Lewton. There are other suspects for the counterweight killings, and we're investigating those. But for Mundy and the Troll, you're the bottom line.
What about Al-Khali?
Al-Khali?
One of Horst's cronies. I think he's been following me.
I guess I could interview him.
Why do I have a feeling that you won't?
Face it, Lewton. You killed Mundy. You killed Malachite. And you tried to make it look like it was part of the counterweight killings.
What about Reagan?
The dead dwarf? What about him?
Another murder in suspicious, almost ritualistic circumstances. He's a nobody, but it has all the hallmarks of a counterweight killing.
Are you confessing to the murder of Reagan?
No. I'm just saying that Mundy and Malachite aren't the only nobodies to get bumped off in mysterious circumstances.
There was nothing mysterious about Reagan's death.
People don't just drive carriages off a bridge for no reason.
He was driving recklessly across the city. It's probably just a suicide. Maybe he was just drunk.
What about the bite marks?
Bite marks?
There weren't any bite marks. I looked.
Reagan was murdered. I'm sure of it.
You've got bigger problems than that right now, Lewton. I suggest you concentrate on them.
Doesn't it make more sense that both Mundy and Malachite were killed by this so-called counterweight killer?
That's what you'd like us to believe, isn't it? You make the murders look like the counterweight killings and hope to get away with it.
That's it, isn't it? You're not interested in me. You want to catch the counterweight killer.
You're just a low-life killer, Lewton. My job is to protect citizens from people like you.
What? You don't even like them much. You think they're all criminals.
Maybe. But murder leaves the place too messy.
Look, Lewton, we don't think you're involved with the counterweight killings. But we have to know which ones are which if we're going to stop him from killing again. This is your chance to be a hero. To help us to catch a foreign assassin.
A hero? There's nothing I can do to save myself. Why should I care about the rest of the city?
You were a good man once, Lewton. This could be your one shot at redemption.
I was never that good a shot.
You ought to know, Lewton, that you're a suspect in the counterweight killings. That crowbar of yours was palace property, which means you had access to at least one of the murder sites.
You're getting desperate, aren't you?
We're wasting our time with you.
Where did I take that crowbar from? I don't remember.
Will you explain to me why you're so confident that Mundy and Malachite weren't killed by whoever was responsible for the rest of the counterweight killings?
Everyone else has been sort of important. Mundy and the Troll were nobodies.
Quiet, Nobby.
You're crazy. You think you found a pattern
No,
and you're
this is
forcing
game over.
everything else to fit it.
We're doing our job.
I guess I give up now.
Nothing I say is going to convince you of my innocence, is it?
It doesn't look that way.
All right. Yes, I was in Mundy's room when he was killed, but I was unconscious. And yes, I was on the rooftops when Malachite was killed. Again, I was unconscious. I don't know what happened, but somebody knocked me out, and whoever they are, they're the one you should be looking for.
Fine. If that's the way you want it, that's the way you'll get it. Give my regards to Lord Veterinary when your trial comes up. I doubt he'll be as patient with you as I have. The fact is, mister, that with you behind bars, the city will be a slightly better place.
Okay. Okay. Apparently I'm locked up now.
They delivered me into the hands of the palace guards, who delivered me into the walls of a holding cell. I had a bad feeling about the way things were going. Mostly people who were sent to the patrician for trial got seen right away. Rumor had it that being put in a holding cell pending trial was like being filed away in a drawer marked forgotten. And not a very big drawer at that.